Hello, beautiful people and fellow whiners, and welcome to another episode of A Little Something to Whine About with your hosts, Siobhan Camille,
and Ty Michelle,
where we whine while we whine, WINE, about life, love, relationships, just a whole bunch of stuff and more because sometimes you need to whine a little bit. This is grown conversation for grown people, mature conversation for mature adults. Get you some, whine a lot or a little with us. It's third Wednesday, so it's whining with the guys. We brought 3 guys to the table.
We got a lot of guys today.
We got a lot of guys here. So I'm gonna just sit back and enjoy the conversation because it's third, and we're gonna talk about Hoochie Daddy shorts in this good old summertime. It's the dude version of Daisy Dukes, I guess. I really don't even know what this is. I'm not gonna pretend. So we got 3 guys on the table to talk to us today about these Hoochie Daddy shorts, fellas. So grab a glass of red, white, rosé, Pinot Grigio, Pinot Noir, sparkling cider, water, non-alcoholic, barrel grapes, and join us on the couch.
Okay, I feel like that was a better introduction than last week because we was stumbling. It was a time.
I'm trying to improve on my intro.
You're doing great. Okay, look. I am one not to talk, considering my outros would be like bow 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 bow, like if you like that.
I mean, but by the time we get to the outro, we've been drinking, so at least you have an excuse.
Okay.
I don't even have it. Like I can't even say
that. I give you that. Hey y'all, hope y'all having a productive week. It's been a one for me. As you know, for this month we are having our Poppin Grapes experience with the winery from Royal Rabbits, located in Baltimore, Maryland. You'll see that vlog coming soon when we went up there to purchase the wine and we played a nice little fun game. So be sure to click the link. We'll put it up in the top of stuff up there, so y'all can see it. So before we get started, Siobhan, let us know what your Poppin Grapes experience is gonna be today.
So I have La Chatelaine. It's a 2019 white wine. Yeah. It says aromatic and slightly sweet blend of Fremenets and Kerner grapes that I've never even heard of. So we gonna see what this blend is about.
Okay. I have the Chatelaine blush. So apparently this is the red-ish version of your white.
All right.
Look, we're about to see. It says government warning. So let's try the other side.
I mean, there's not a whole lot of description on these wines.
It's not. This is a traditional Michelle bottle. That's what we're gonna call it.
Yeah,
Where you know description on the back. You just gotta
go for it. Just gotta dive in
and test your taste buds, your senses. You know, y'all will see in that vlog. Don't ask me because I'm not that person. Okay, but before we get started, we're gonna let our guests, who are definitely friends with the podcast, you've definitely seen them more times than one. I think this is everybody's first time together on one, but we're gonna let them say, hey y'all, hey, by all means, fellas, somebody.
Hello, this is Arion here from on this podcast with y'all from Charlotte, North Carolina. Like I said, not a visitor, not first time, but just feel like this home now. So today I'll be drinking not a wine, but a beer. This Wicked Weed Pernicious IPA. Just give it a shot. I actually stopped drinking, but for the sake of the show, I can have a beer.
Oh, I don't want you to ruin your sobriety for us.
Oh, we good. Let's go. So just trying to make sure, I'm on top of my game.
Right. All right.
the boyfriend, Marshall, Kaz, the cameraman.
Cameraman.
Y'all know me.
With all his 25 different names, titles, and descriptions.
Right. Mr.
Flash
Fix It.
DJ.
I got that in the last show. Mr. Fix It. Yeah.
Flash, come say this and be our tiebreaker.
Yeah, all of it. He be
Yep.
wearing hats. He be switching hats like jugglers, like clowns be juggling. Ta, ta, ta. You know what I'm saying? Like he be like, "What you need? I'm here. Seeing these, feeling these."
I don't mind being needy. It's fine. I'm good with that.
Yeah, toe.
And finally, the husband. What's up?
Like, bruh, man.
Respect.
Fifth flow.
Fifth flow.
If that's what you want to call it. Okay. So let's okay, y'all know we have story time for everything.
Yeah, I don't know how we got this, but we gotta explain this. I told Mr. Arion what this was. He gonna send me an emoji with the straight face, like,
Right.
this wasn't mine. This wasn't mine.
So you know how the Hoochie Daddy shorts like became a thing like right before Father's Day, like maybe a couple weeks back. And I remember when I first heard it, I was scrolling on TikTok. Don't at me, don't ask me. It was just a thing. And I saw somebody was like, y'all need to get y'all man out here wearing these Hoochie Daddy shorts. And when I say I fell out laughing because you know the song, you know my Hoochie Mama. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear Hoochie Daddy, you know, correlation. So I was like, ha, that's funny. So then they started like, it became like a trending thing. And I was like, oh, so we going back to the 70s where they wore their Daisy Dukes.
Man.
Yes, you know, the basketball, you know, the girls went to the basketball game to see the coverage, you know.
I mean, their shorts in the 70s were short.
Yes.
Both of y'all look like y'all about to say.
Man.
Give me a pause.
Mm.
Yeah, that's funny. All right. With the Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna move out together real soon. We all promise you, we all. So when I heard the song, when I heard the singing, saw the videos, and I saw what the shorts was looking like, I was like, huh, this is funny. I wonder how like men are feeling about the Hoochie Daddy shorts. Like, let's talk about it because you know, fashion is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody want, you know, the latest and the greatest, and we know fashion tends to do this circle thing.
Mhm.
So now when me saying this, I'm like, how y'all feel? Because at first, remember, like when skinny jeans first came out for dudes, all the dudes was like, even Jay-Z, I ain't wearing no skinny jeans. I ain't wearing no skinny jeans. And months later, 10 months later,
I feel like they
he had those skinny jeans, and so did everybody else. You know, a lot of the people that were saying they was never gonna wear them started wearing them. Now here we are again, and we got the Hoochie Daddy shorts. So, like, what's that like? And then I heard that there was levels of the Hoochie Daddy shorts. Like, it's like the regular level, the I'm single trying to mingle level, and then I'm thotting and trotting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Really.
y'all tell me, like, what y'all feel about this fashion? And I don't know if I want to call it fast fashion, but like this fashion thing with this whole.
How do y'all feel about the Hoochie Daddy trend? Short.
Yeah, like what's up? Are you for it, against it? Like what's up? What's up?
First and foremost, you know, you mentioned how fashion tends to circulate, right?
Right.
I missed that whole circulation with the skinny jeans, even daddies. I'm gonna keep all these circulations. But like I said, it's a no for me. I'm an 11-inch guy, has to be at the knees or below. Yeah, I'm good. I think it's just more for attention right now than anything else. This dude's all let me put on these Hoochie Daddy shorts so I can have everybody look at me and I can be the focus of attention. I have the spotlight on me. Me personally, I'm good on it.
Okay. So we got
Hey,
one
look,
go.
man, I'm still a '90s dude at heart, so it's a no for me. I'm at the knees or below,
You know what I'm saying?
and the whole skinny jeans thing, yo, that shit killed me for a while because you go in the store and that's all you can find, and I'm like, I guess I'm still wearing last year's pants. I guess I'm still wearing the year before pants. Hey, look, you know what? I got desperate one day and I tried on a pair, and I was like, hell no, no. No. So it's a no for me. The closest that I'll get to shorts above the knee is workout shorts. And that's for the gym, that's for here while I'm working out or outside, whatever it is. But that's not a standard. And my workout shorts have shorts underneath of it. So that's just how they're made. That's what I got. I can't do the Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Okay, so we got two no's.
When did this pop up?
No. When we get there, we got two no's. And I need to know the husband.
Oh, we know where this is going.
The people don't know. We gotta let the people know.
I mean, you like it, I love it. Whatever makes you happy. My thing is, if whatever you comfortable in. I got me some that I call Hoochie Daddy shorts, but I'm not on that middle or that last level. I'm on the first level. I'm right there at that 10-inch mark. I can't do 7. I can't do 5. The way my thighs are made, my nuts are out.
Wow.
So I'm just not going to do it.
Okay. Oh, that was
Keep it 100.
That was a lot.
So then these Hoochie Daddy shorts, right? So it's levels to the hooch is what I'm hearing. Levels to the hoochie.
Yeah,
It's like
it's level to the hoochie.
the above the knee. I mean, because with ladies, it was the same way. So I guess y'all are respectable hoochies, just above the knee.
The classy hoochie.
The classy hoochie.
Yeah, just
Then you got
the top of the cleavage.
Right.
You don't get right here when you see both. You just get a glimmer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. You get a glimmer.
So you don't get not too much knee cleavage. You just not too much thigh cleavage. It's just above the knee.
The kneecap action.
You get just the knee, right? So that's level 1. So I guess level 2 is like that mid thigh, right? That's when they tell you, that's when they send you home from school as a girl. If your skirt was here, they sent you home.
Women. Mid thigh is level what?
2. Cause yeah.
Because the bottom of your shorts had to be longer than your fingertips.
Right. And then I remember some chicks would stand, with their shoulders up to try to look at. So that's the true hoochie. So you got the respectable hoochie, the true hoochie, and then you got the hoochie for the street. That's when it's just like right under the butt. That's some Daisy Duke shorts. And I see, so that's some 70s. So y'all saying, well, the husband's saying that he's a respectable hoochie.
See?
Right. I think that sounds like it's like a 7 or 9 inch length.
Yeah. I specifically, when I looked for him, I was like, hold on, what's the inch cut on this? And then I didn't even go with my waist. I went one up just to make sure. It was like, yo, if I get this size, I feel like they're going to be tight. I feel like they're going to be up there. But if I go one up, I feel like I'm going to be all right.
You got the room to let it fall a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm guessing what it sounds like is that there's a method now to you all's clothing shopping that sounds a little bit like ours.
Yeah.
Because, remember now, I don't know about some of y'all, but when I was younger, it took me a long time before my mama let me wear short shorts, or what she likes to call hot pants.
And those are 2 different things. Short shorts and hot pants.
Yeah, they were 2 different things.
She got a drawer full of them now.
So all my shorts had to be like right above, well, for the most part, they were right above the knee. They could be tight. Now I'm gonna tell you, my mom was a fan of the biker shorts. You can wear the biker short, but your shirt got to cover your bottom. And my bottom's not small. It never has been. So even as a little girl, so it was a thing. So it sounds like that's what the Hoochie Daddy fast fashion is giving us. It's giving us, wait a minute, come back, fiction.
So have y'all seen dudes out here in the true hoochie and the hoochie for the street? Really? Because I've never seen the.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I said,
Matter of fact, you want to see it, go to the amusement park.
Okay.
Go to an outing where it's gonna be a lot of people at. You'll see them.
But is that appropriate for like a amusement park? You know what I'm saying? Like it's an amusement park. You might not want to have on a whole bunch of. I'm asking.
I guess my question is level of hoochie though. Like even as a like, so if you going as a true hooch, I mean, I guess that's the middle. But if you going like hoochie for the street daddy, you going for street daddy shorts. Like they up there. Like y'all really have seen people going back to the that are like our age. I'm not talking like dudes in their 60s that haven't given them shorts up since the 70s.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Especially around here, you see a lot more. Like I said, you know, it's been in the 90s the last 3 weeks. And so, like, you know, I go uptown and sure enough, just boom, Hoochie Daddy short there, Hoochie Daddy short. All right, cool. Everybody hoochieing.
Go hang out at the gas station.
Gas station.
Go hang out at like a major gas station, not that in the hood zone. Yeah. But go hang out at a major gas station and you'll see them come through. Asian, black dudes, white dudes. Yeah.
Okay, so
are these dudes
just a cultural thing? It's literally like a guy thing.
I thought, are these dudes heterosexual seeming?
I don't think anybody's really asking.
Oh. Are they shaving? Like I have questions.
I'm gonna be honest with you. They could be down low. We don't know, but they don't appear as homosexual.
Right.
Okay. So it's straight dudes out here.
They get out with the man purse on. I'm already questioning. That's just me. Because to me, it's a purse. Period. You can't put man in front of it. It's a purse. You suspect.
Yep.
Agreed.
Bookbags don't play
Agreed.
games.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I'd rather have a book bag, but not if it's across my chest. That's a purse.
Right.
That's a
I mean,
purse.
what about the one strap? So
I was about to say the one strap book bag.
Book bag.
You're not getting them.
But your book bag is on your back.
Book bag.
Your book bag's on your back though.
So
The one strap that go across your chest, it's on your back. When that pocket is in front of you, it's a purse.
Yeah, that's a purse.
All right. Yeah, I'm with
So
you on
what
that.
about guys from like Australia and they do satchels? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not a purse.
It's a purse.
Hey, look, day one, ever seeing the satchels, their man purse, their purse. Is
really?
Okay.
look, you better off holding the briefcase or putting the backpack on. Yeah, no.
Right.
No.
I still have more questions about these Hoochie Daddy shorts because I really didn't know this. I really didn't know this was a thing. I'm not on TikTok. My social media is very limited. Are these dudes shaving with these, or is it like you just hairy thighs out?
First of all, you're guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're naturally more hairy than you. So no, we're not going to shave.
I would think
you take it as is. There you go.
Most men don't shave, but we do know that there are others that do.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know any personally. I don't really ask the guy, do you shave your legs? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not.
I mean, I feel like you will be able to tell. I've just never seen them, so I'm wondering if they going like full like hoochie or if they like man hoochie. Like I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
I'll tell you what. The next one I see, I ask him, sir, do you have a Brazilian wax?
Wow.
I'll check it out for you. I'll ask. You know?
Wait a minute.
I was just trying to figure out your legs, though. I was just trying to.
Hey, they're gonna put you on the suspect list, man. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I was right. That's what I was just trying to figure out if the thighs were shaved, not all of the rest area. What's visible from the shorts?
Not the same as a leg wax. It's not the same.
Not the same. That's a different level.
You asked me to ask, I'm gonna check it out for you. Don't worry about it.
It's okay.
Right.
It's all right.
I doubt that they're shaving, but you know, some guys go the whole way. Like it's more. I personally think it's for more attention, but I haven't personally went up to some of these guys I've seen and be like, "Oh, you have Hoochie Daddy shorts. Oh, your legs are shaved." I mean, that's not something I'm actually looking for. I'm like, "Oh, here goes somebody else with these Hoochie Daddy shorts, just following the trend."
Right.
For the next trend, we're more dressed. So
speaking of trends, what male trends have you ever followed, if any, as far as like fashion wise?
The big white t-shirts, back, you know. Back,
Yeah, did that.
The
Did
50
that.
cent beaters. I love them Jones.
beaters
The
too.
50 beaters, hey man, I had that in about every color. I love them Jones.
Hey, look, I'm gonna go back further. Timbs and jeans, man. That was like a thing for the longest. That was my trend.
Schools, Air Forces, whatever you call them, you know,
Yeah.
crispy. And
Yeah.
you know, nice fit. I'm good. I mean, that's always been my, you know, my lane for the most part. But
Okay,
anything,
so out of those, like, which one was like your worst? What, like when you look at the pictures now, you'd be like, oh my god.
Rubber bands on our jeans.
yeah, bro.
Rubber bands on our jeans. That was
I can't even.
I don't
rubber
remember.
bands in the cuffs so you can see the whole shoe. Yeah, yeah.
I never heard about for bands, but I mean, we'll cuff them. You know, we'll
That got on my
That's-
nerve.
That's a DMV thing. We used to do it up here where, because again, it wasn't no skinny jeans. So, you know, you had the regular boot cut jean most of the time. So it fell over your shoe. So like, let's say you got on some foam positives or some J's, you want everybody to see them. You put the rubber band holds it in place. Or we would cuff them at the
It was
bottom.
a thing.
Yeah. So
was
like,
definitely
you know,
a thing.
we were doing that in high school.
Yeah, people would cuff their jeans to the point where it would like literally show the top of their socks, because I remember when like the cartoon or decorated socks was a thing, and you know, you wanted everybody to see your socks. And I was like, and then it got to the point like that, I was like, I mean, I'm not a fan, but okay. The part that I really hated was when they started wearing like the mismatch socks. I'd be like, come on, y'all.
I remember the creased pants, but I just feel like I don't know why dudes and why I got take things so far. And the reason I remember the creased pants in middle school is because it looked like people were coming in there with creases that like the fold up creases that I was like, how much did you starch and iron these things? Like, yo, dudes and NY was like, yo, they gonna see the top. And this was the thing. I feel like dudes, I was like, how much time did it take you? Because I remember having people, I'm not gonna say who they were, but I can see them in my head. And Cody, you know who some people won't talk about. It was like, what did you measure? I mean, it had to be right above, but it had to be like a quarter of an inch above the top. It couldn't be, you couldn't show too much because you couldn't show your ankles. You was only trying to show the shoe. So I was like, what? Did y'all take a measuring tape? Y'all literally like folded.
They took a home ec class.
When I tell you, listen, when I tell you they took starch and an iron for like an hour so that these things did not slide at all. They were perfectly like right above I was like, oh boy. I was glad when that was over. And I know grandmamas were glad that was over all the money they were spending on starch for their grandson.
First of all, I remember when like the roll out of your, like when you would literally see guys that look like they just rolled out of the bed, like they didn't iron anything. So I think the grandmothers were like, oh, so you go from creasing to just not giving a hoot. I'd rather you go back to creasing.
I don't remember that.
Or the do-rag phase. I was so glad when that ended. I was so glad when that ended.
Like I could deal with the wave phase, because it was intentional. You paid attention to how you look. But the do-rag phase, it was like, come on, man, take it off. That's supposed to be when we go to bed. Take that off. It's kind of like the bonnet. And y'all know how we feel about the bonnet. And if you don't, the link will be above where we addressed the bonnet situation.
That was a long time ago, so that was a long time.
It was, but I will definitely, y'all gonna see it. It's gonna be up there.
So what's your current style like then? If y'all not hoochie, what's your current summer styles then? If y'all not hoochie daddy but respectively.
11 inch.
Outside of the respectable hoochie daddy shorts, what's your summer?
I got like, you know, I like different color shirts. You know, I'd like to, you know, I don't like to be one color all the time. I like dark colors all the time. So I'd like to get some more vibrant colors. Like I'll go the mauves and the, you know, the purples, and I'll do creams. I'll do a lot of those colors. Just try to switch it up. You know, I try to match with the Air Maxes as much as possible too. As long as it matches with the fit, and I'm good. So I mean that's my thing. And you can't go wrong with like a beige color shorts either. So
No.
you know, color black or whatever however you choose, whatever you feeling that day. But it's definitely gonna be 11 inches though, I bet you that.
Yeah,
He said, I bet you that.
yeah, I do
Or-
the beige
Right.
shorts.
Tigers on, you know, like I just like wherever I like to be light and comfortable. You know, it's like I like to be also prepared. So if I know, hey, it's like 6:30ish in the evening, and all right, cool, it's start cooling down a little bit. So all right, I'm going to still wear something where, yeah, I might be a little warm, but I'm not too bad. So I still have short sleeves on, but you know, I just like to prepare for what the night might give me. But all in all, if I'm going to wear some shorts, like I said, 11 inches, and I'm just gonna make it clear. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, and the husband, what is like your summer fashion
I got the Hoochie Daddy
style?
shorts.
Well, you know, I added my respectable Hoochie Daddy to it. Outside of those, you know, I like to have the shorts that are similar to the joggers as far as material goes. Because like they're, you know what I'm saying, they're light, they're comfortable, you can still breathe and move in them. You know, I'll throw in a pair of khaki ones. I might throw in a pair of white little khakis, and you know, just something slight. Shirt wise, it's generally gonna be white, black, red. Every now and then you might get a blue out of me, you might get a graphic tee, but just a base color, I'm cool with that, and keep it moving.
Every now and then, this man got so many graphic tees, it's stupid.
I mean, he's sitting here with one on, but I wasn't.
Right.
I wasn't gonna say
I
nothing.
just pulled this out the bottom of the drawer.
No. I'm not about to sit here and let him get away with that one.
This on in a minute.
We do have some, he does have solids, like the solids number is up there. But this man graphic, y'all don't understand. For the first few years of our marriage, I would be like, when this graphic tee come from? Oh, I had that for years, but it still got a tag on it though. That's how many graphic tees he had. And that's why I was like, oh.
She talking about my graphic tee, meanwhile walking around in baggy sweatpants.
I was comfortable.
Hey, it's compromise.
Okay, LA boyfriend.
What it is. All right, man. It's similar to everybody else's. Jean shorts, at least 11 inches. I love the khaki joints. I got some white ones, some white Nautica, like khaki style, you know, shorts. They're nice. Old schools, you know, graphic tees. I got some tees like this. Depends on where I'm going. I got some button downs.
It's not a tee.
What you say?
It's a tee.
It's a tee. This is a polo.
It's a polo. But it's
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah.
collared
I do
shirt.
polos.
That is
You
not
know, that style never left. I keep them. I don't know. I'm on this Puma loafer thing, man. They're nice. No socks. Just wear some loafers. They're nice. So, you know, but no Hoochie Daddy shorts. I that's not for me. That's not my thing. Plus, I'm light skinned.
Your birthday, I'm gonna buy you something.
Yeah. Okay. Look.
his birthday's in April. You won't be walking around in the middle of spring.
Oh,
Hey, look, man. Light skin get hard rep. You know, being dudes anyway. I don't need anything to add any more questions. I don't need to be out here looking any type of way. You know, I already got long hair, and that becomes a question there. So you know,
You heard him.
I'm good. What do you say?
He said he gonna get you the 5-inch
jumps. They just low enough. If you wear boxer briefs, you good. They won't show.
wow.
Nah, that ain't gonna work over here. I can't do it. We ain't going nowhere that day.
I'm not going anywhere with you. I mean, where you go, I don't know, but I'm gonna be not where you are.
Don't waste your money, bro, because they going right in the trash and get burnt. Make sure.
There'll be no cooking.
No.
Okay, so let's do this. So because the Hoochie Daddy shorts is the thing, y'all know like swim trunks are going to be affected. It's going to become a trend. Are we wearing the traditional swim trunks, or are we adventurous and we're gonna wear the Hoochie Daddy swim trunks? You know what I'm saying? I know some people like if you wear Speedo, you know what I'm saying. The Hoochie Daddy shorts is a little bit.
Listen, if you gonna put a Speedo on, I'm gonna require that you shave. Period. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm telling you because
It's too much.
I had some Speedo lights when we went on the cruise.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying.
I
I
had
ain't
some
never seen you in
Speedo
no
lights.
Speedos.
Them jumps was almost like little spandex. You know what I'm saying?
They was the spandex Hoochie Daddy 5-inch.
Yeah. I threw them on for the cruise because it was like, I don't know these folks. I ain't got to be around them. I don't care. It's like I'm gonna do something different because most of mine most of my swim trunks are almost at my knee. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's one of them, let me try something different. So I did it.
Yeah. I think the swim trunks, and that's what I was actually going to touch on that earlier. I think that may be the exception because I'm on vacation, I'm at the beach. You know, it's still slightly above the knee, or maybe like, you know, good 7 inches. It's something like that, but I'm not tripping as far as swim trunks. I mean, I'm at the beach, I'm chilling, I'm trying to relax, but I'm not going to be wearing those out and about. No, there's levels to this.
Right.
So no, beach and vacay is cool. Like you say, you go on a cruise, you know, you ain't gonna see these people again. Hey, I might be spontaneous, go ahead and bring out a Speedo too. Who knows? You know, but for the sake of, like I said, just out and about, no. But I think swim shorts are fine. Like, where do you feel comfortable in? Breathable, what's light? I mean, that's just my perspective, but I think that's the exception. But I don't even call those Hoochie Daddy shorts. Those still swim
Swim trunks.
shorts.
Okay. Okay. Marshall, what about you?
Yeah.
I bought
it's
that.
the same.
I
It's
bought
the
all
same.
these
She bought.
shorts,
So she bought the last ones. They're still a little above the knee. They're more than the 11. They might be around a 10 or a 9. And you know, if I if I get the washboards going, I don't know, man. I might get adventurous out there with throw some Speedos on one time. I don't need to see them people every day. You know, it's the beach. You know, if you out there with a whole girl bathing suit on, a thong or something, that's all right. No. And there's some dudes that do that. That's y'all thing. That's not me. That's what I got. Rob, if that's your thing, more power to you.
I can't phase it. I can't rock with it. You know. It's one of them. I still got to feel comfortable. Like I don't feel comfortable in tighty whitey, so I know I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But like the ones I had, they were shorts, so they were almost like they were pretty much like a spandex boxer.
Right. You're comfortable. You're at the beach. You don't want the water because you know with trunks on, once you hit the water, it pulls everything down. So if they're not tight fitting or at least you know close to it, then you're not having a good time out there. So yeah, they can be up a little more, but I'm not going to the store and you know, I'm not gonna put gas in the tank with that.
And put the Hoochie Daddy shorts and the 50 cent beater on, you know.
Unless I lost a bet with her or something, you know, that's something different. Hey, you gotta wear these to the store. Dang.
It don't bond right. Who's gonna put nobody's doing that 50 cent G unit wife beater into Gucci.
Do they even make them anymore?
That's a violation.
Right.
They still make them.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure you could find them on the internet somewhere. If nothing else,
like
you can find anything online. I'm telling you. So
for real,
you can probably find your entire confused outfit with your thug wife beater on, Hoochie for the street, daddy shorts, with some cowboy boots and loafers with a rubber band. Everybody will make it happen. Let me tell you, you can find anything online. It's however you want to put it together.
and loafers.
And
I'm here for it. So with like the whole thing with the whole fashion and them going this way and that way, do you think that it's gone too far? Even as far as like naming, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like most like the fact that they called them Hoochie Daddy shorts in reference to like the Hoochie, like a Hoochie mama, you know what I'm saying? And that portrayal, I don't know if I'm saying this right or communicating this right, so bear with me. Do you think that like society or the fashion industry or just people have gone too far as naming things? Or do you think that in particular or specifically was just meant to be fun?
I think it's hand in hand. I think, I still think it's hand in hand. I think it's meant to be fun. But still, I feel, in conjunction to that, I feel like it's a agenda being forced. Like I said, first it was skinny jeans, and I guess they wore those back in the day. Then the shorts, the Hoochie Daddy shorts. Yes, there were shorts back in this day. But I kind of feel like, the more the more you get comfortable with like these terms and these fashion styles, the more I feel like the more personally your masculinity starts to dim down. You know, before you know it, oh yeah, we're gonna call these dresses this, and so it's fun. And so yeah, he's got, oh yeah, I can put that, I can rock that. Right. And it's like, nah. I still feel like it needs, there's levels to it. But yeah, I mean, school's on, it's gonna have this fast and go through. I doubt this will be a thing next year. So, or you know, in the Salvation Army somewhere. But yeah, I think it's all fun. This is cool, but yeah, I feel like it needs to be checked at some point.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you let your sons wear Hoochie Daddy shorts?
No, me in my house. Nah. It's a no for me, dog. No. But at the same time, you know, you want your kids to feel open to do what they want to do, but there are limitations, you know. Like all right, for example, my son has dreads. And so I was like, all right, cool. First, if he wanted braids, I'm like, no, son, we ain't doing braids. I mean, braids your thing is cool, but I'll let you do locks. He's like, all right, cool, we'll do the locks. And so then, hey, can I shave half off and still have like the sideshow bob type thing? I'm like, all right, cool. Like have your, like, it's your style, it's your thing, it's what you want to do. It's limitations, but at the same time, there's a limit. As soon as he starts talking about them, he started dyeing my dreads. No, we're not doing that. So when it comes down to his fashion and stuff like that too, I'm going to compromise, but there's going to be a level. And yes, there are part of this generation where a lot of this stuff is just trending. So they're going to go ahead and try to follow the trends. But at the same time, like I said before, I have refused for my son to be looked at in a certain spotlight, you know, and not to even get political or deep, but we already get looked at a certain type of way anyway. So why add that, layer that on top of what we already have going on? So
I think it's a good point that fashion is a statement. Regardless of how you decide to walk out the house, it is some sort of a statement, even if it's gonna be, even if you feel lazy and you like, yo, I'm gonna just rock sweatpants, put a bonnet on. Cool. But even feeling I'm lazy, I don't feel like it, is a statement in is reflected in how you dress. Correct. Now that may be your intention, and how it's received or how it's perceived may not be that, but all of fashion is some sort of a statement. I guess my thing with all of it is why. Like if you can tell me and articulate to me why you're doing what you're doing, even down to for male and female, you tell me, you know, as a boy, I want to dye my dreads red. Why? Like if you can articulate to me why, well, and it's because of you, then I don't have an issue with that. But that's the same that we had talked about this before in Sis Get Your Bag. Like, why are you buying something? Why are you doing something? Are you doing this to try to keep up with somebody? Are you doing this for yourself? Like, what's your catalyst? What's your motivation? And I guess that becomes and I hadn't thought about that, but even as far as like Hoochie Daddy shorts, because we're going back basically to like the 70s fashion, right? With like the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar shorts. I mean, if you watch the NBA back in the 70s, there was some short shorts.
Right.
But
I mean, you saw
everything going on in the world right now, you do have to ask the question, why? And if it's because you saw somebody else do it, or because some celebrity did it, or your friend did it, or all of this stuff going on, to me, that's not a good enough reason. If you can articulate to me why you want to do X, Y, and Z, and it's no different than like tattoos, which are the more permanent of things. But there have been girls out here, I just want a butterfly on my lower back. Why? Like, why? All the tattoos I have mean something. Most people that I know, every tattoo they have, they can tell you why they got it. If you following some trend of fashion, tattoos, whatever it may be, you set yourself up for a problem later on.
Right.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's the thing about just trends in general. It's a trend, so it's going to change. So keeping up with a trend can be it's something you have to be aware of that you want to teach the next generation. Hey, this might be trendy now, but a month from now, when this isn't the thing anymore, it's not cool anymore, and you're left with this permanent mark on you.
Is that still what you want? Because if that's the type of thing, like goth was a trend for a while, but there are still goths now. There were goths before goths. Bell bottoms, I remember they did their comeback in the late 90s, early 2000s. But I knew chicks before that wearing bell bottoms. I know chicks now that go find bell bottoms. Corsets. I'm a corset girl. Corsets had their moment, but there are some of us who still love it. It's the ones who vampires have constantly been in rotation every 10, 15 years, whether they sparkle in the sun on some stupid crap or they actually suck your blood on some real Anne Rice. But there have been people that have always been into that lifestyle. So I guess if you are following trends, you always gonna be screwed because you're gonna be just following and jumping and jumping and jumping. Now, if you happen that what you live in your lifestyle happens to become a trend, that can get annoying. But you're gonna be here after the trend is over.
Right, right. You know, and like I say, like it's a trend. It's going to phase out at some point. But like I said, if it's your thing, it's your thing. It's like, don't follow the flow, be the flow. You know. So like, one of my things has been, as of late, I'm a hat person. I love hats, all type. But it's like I always say if I fit it, or I say if I snap back. But how I'm feeling, what I want to wear that day. But like I said, like everybody has said, it's all a trend. But I'd rather it be something that I do and me not be influenced by what everybody else is doing.
Right.
And that's what, especially when I'm trying to, not necessarily preach, but explain to my kids, like, hey, do what you want to do. Don't follow everybody else just because of it. Too, because then now you look like everybody else. Now you don't stand out. You're not standing out any type of way. And I feel like in not saying to put that spotlight on yourself, but who wants to be a clone of everybody else? Where's the originality? So like I said, even with these Hoochie Daddy shorts, like, yeah, it's just, oh yeah, it's cool. Let me put these on. There's no originality behind that. It'll be yourself.
Right. Okay. Ladies, do you have anything else that you want to add? Le boyfriend.
I mean, he summed it up. I mean, a trend is a trend. We've seen some dumb trends. We've seen some okay trends. You know, some have lasted. It's a trend. Don't base your lifestyle off that trend. But if it's something out of that trend that you want to carry with you, that's fine. Have some originality. Don't just do it because it's a trend. Like, yes, we had Timbs were a trend, but they were nice. So they stayed around for years. I mean, even if they came back again, like it became a trend again because it's a decent trend. I don't think it's a good product.
Timbs are a good product.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you do have some of these trends, and I do feel like it's a hidden agenda behind some of this stuff. It definitely is. It's definitely hitting men harder than it is women. Some of these trends. I'm not going to say all of them, but you see more feminine males out of these trends than you see masculine women. If you kind of see what get what I'm saying, because a lot of these trends, skinny jeans. I've even seen dudes in tights. I'm like, those aren't jeans. Those, you see the right. You see the shape of your legs in those jeans. But we've had some bad trends, like unfortunately sagging pants. They're still here.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather put skinny jeans than sag your pants.
Right.
That to me isn't the trend. I'm just gonna keep it 100. If folks really knew where that came from,
they do though.
Well, you know what I'm saying? If they really knew where that came from, and some of us straight men acted accordingly, acted the same way, you're gonna wear your jeans. Guess what? How much? What? How much? Selling your ass, right? You got it out. You're selling it, right?
you've got
A lot of
several-
these dudes running around like that would feel uncomfortable. They would pull them shits up.
Right,
And that was
right.
the difference. Back in the 70s, when they had the tight jeans on, they were on their ass.
Right.
Now
So
you
that's
got
what I'm
the tight
saying. Like
jeans, and I
sagging,
can see all your drawers.
sagging is still around, and I know, just like y'all know, there's a lot of history behind it. There's jail history behind it. There's hand-me-down history behind it. There's slavery history behind sagging your pants, and it goes back, and none of it's positive. But it doesn't seem to affect the generations that the trends are hitting. They still do it regardless of whether they know or not. They still do it. So, not my house. Like, these boys aren't going to do it. We're not even playing that game. And there's a lot of things, like if they decide to do, dresses and call them kilts because, that whole heritage, they're still not wearing it. Like, if you leave the house, you have one in your bag, you put it on there, it has to be, not of my knowledge. I can't know. Because even if I find out you're at school with it, I'm showing up at the school because I'm going to show you just how strongly I feel about this trend. We're not doing it because, again, like you said, it's a trend. There's no way that the trend of guys wearing dresses, unless you're drag or other, that's not going anywhere. But again, like I said, it hits men a little harder than it hits women. I'm not going to say y'all don't have trends out there that's definitely, like the whole twerking trend now.
That wasn't really a trend, but I think I'll say this to the women's part. A lot of the stuff with women has already been done. Our biggest stuff was just becoming over-sexualized. That's done. That was round one. Round one is done. At this point, if we're going to talk just about our community or just really the world in general, but the next round is how to effeminate men, how to feminize men. That's the next. That's the next. What? There's not much left to do to women, other than apparently take away, rights, whatever. But that's the next step. As far as like fashion is concerned, you're not gonna masculinize women because too many men out here that the men in control still want to see half naked women. So they're not gonna push but so much for women to be fully clothed, period. Like, let's just call that what it is. At this point, even the same men who claim, because we black, we talking black, let's be real. The same men who claim they can't stand black women still like staring at Serena Williams' butt every time she comes on TV. Let's be serious. The same men who claim that, black women, we don't want to see are still oogling and googling at Beyonce, period. Like, call it whatever you want. The sexualization is still there. And that goes back to slavery if you want to do that. You claim you hate somebody so much, but yet your penis gets hard. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. So we're past that point for women. It's now the attention is on men, and not even just black men. I mean, Pride Month is just ended. So it's not just that. But I will say that most of the stuff I see on Pride stuff that's out has been BIPOC, minority, people of color. That's a wine for another time. But my thing about fashion is it's not gonna hit us as much because it's pretty much been done. What they could hit us with has already been done. Our time was the 90s and early 2000s to become overly sexualized. And now that we are overly sexualized, the other thing is to make men effeminate. Because if you have over-sexualized women and effeminate men, well, who's there for the women then? Who's there for the women?
Yeah. Ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, what we're saying is you have to be. We're not saying, we know this is a fun episode, and I'm a fan of the Hoochie Daddy shorts. I just think it's funny. Is it a trend that I hope, like I said, fast fashion? Absolutely. I don't necessarily want to see, quote unquote, my daddy in anything hoochie. Period. Because when you really break that down, I got a daddy and I don't want nothing about him being hoochie. And I'm sorry, I'm not one of those women who call that man daddy. You ain't my daddy. Period. That's nasty. So it's that. But I mean, again, keeping things into perspective is a big part of life. Even down to the clothes that we wear, even down to how we style them, even down to, I'm sorry to say, the colors that we wear. and we have to where it's fun and we can do X, Y, and Z and we can express ourselves and be creative. We also have to be aware of any type of message that you are presenting in your appearance. So, and that's pretty much it. Enjoy your summers. If you wearing the Hoochie Daddy shorts, show the calf, show the legs, just show the legs. I'm all for a good leg from a man. I ain't lying.
Show the calf. All shorts show the calf.
I mean,
Unless
that's
you from Florida, all shorts show the calf.
I mean, show the legs. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like to see the line in the thigh, You know what I'm saying? I want to Google some goodies. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. But let's keep it into perspective as well. Let's remain respectful to one another.
Uh-oh, I can't hear.
Have fun. And on that note,
I can't hear you, Michelle, but maybe it's just us.
No, I can't.
Oh, okay. You sound far away. You faded.
can you hear me now?
No.
No.
Can you hear me now?
I
You hear
mean,
not like that.
Yeah, you sound like you're in the other room, across the room.
That storm must be really hitting.
Must be.
we like an hour and a half from each other, so I don't know what's happening on that side. I know our internet's been unstable for most of this, but we hear people. We still
Yep,
here.
yep.
We still gonna be here.
Can you hear me?
I mean, you sound far.
Okay, because I sound far, I'm going to.
Now you sound good. You sound good now.
How about now?
Yeah, okay,
Yes,
we're back.
yes,
We're back.
yes.
A lot. This is a lot. Sorry, guys, for the technical difficulties. But what I was saying is that we just have to keep everything into perspective all the way around, And on that note, we'll say cheers to that.
Cheers.
Finally working through technical issues and distractions and everything else on this wonderful episode. Siobhan, let us know your rating, and Le Boyfriend. Let us know your rating on your Poppin Grapes experience today.
So before we hit the wines, let's get your beer out the way, Mr. Arion.
Okay.
And then we will end with our wines.
The beer was very very good. It's actually one of my favorite go-tos as far as the IPAs when I was drinking them. But from was it 1 to 5 or 1 to 10?
1 to 5.
1 to 5. This is a strong 4.5 for me.
All right. It's a good beer.
Yeah.
And what beer is this? I don't drink beer.
Wicked Weed Brewing, but the brand, that's the brand. The name is Pernicious. It's an Indian Pale Ale or IPA.
You gonna hold up the can so we can all see?
Well, see, I would show you can, but then we just had like the baby shower, so it has like a baby shower sticker on it, so you can't really see. But
the baby shower, got it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Got you. That's what's up.
So yeah. But yes, it's pretty good. 4.5.
All right.
So La Chatelaine is aromatic and slightly sweet blend of Traminette and Kerner grapes. It says it has a pleasant acidity and fruity flavors, and that it pairs well with seafood. I could see that. It's a good conversational wine because I had to stop myself from drinking it, so we had some for the wine out. It wasn't the best thing I've ever had. It's got an interesting taste. It's definitely acidic. You can taste that. It is on the drier side. It is a true semi-sweet. It's not carbonated, but it's got like a little pop to it and the aftertaste to it. So it's not bad. I just really like the name and I like the picture and I like what we're doing here. But the wine itself, I can't quite give it a 3.5. I'm gonna have to give it a 3.25 I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really gonna have to do porters going forward because I really can't. Like, I can't quite give it. It's a better than average, but it's not at a 3.5. Like, I can't quite give you that. It's a little better than average, like a 3.25 to me. Le Boy Fong.
I actually like it. I like the acidity in it. I think that's what gives it a little bite. I'm gonna go with 3.5. You might not be able to give it a 3.5. I'm not really a white drinker. That's the thing. I like red. But I like this. It has a little bite to it, so
It's good though.
It's
Like
good.
yeah, it's a good conversational wine. Like if you having a conversation and you just need something, this is good for that. It's like it's good for that.
Okay. I'm gonna let the husband go first.
I'm gonna give it a 2.5. Maybe it'll taste a little better. It's not terrible, but maybe with some food, it'll bring out more of the flavors, but just nothing than water. It's one of them, it's cool to sip on, but it's definitely not an everyday wine. Not for me.
Okay, so this has absolutely no description on it. We have government warnings. We have bottle been produced in Maryland. And then we have information about the actual Royal Rabbits Vineyard on this. This is a rosé wine. It's a 2017, and as we know, I'm not a huge fan of rosé. I actually kind of had a little bit of higher hopes for this. Just based off of its color, I thought it would have more of that wine, less of the rosé feel. I know rosé is a type of wine, but I was surprised at the bubbles. Wasn't pleasant, but it wasn't bad. This to me is average. In my opinion, it's not memorable. Again, that's my opinion, but again, I'm not a rosé person, so I'm gonna have to give this a 2.
I'm curious to taste that since that's the rosé version of this.
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
I have the Chatelaine, and she has the Chatelaine rosé.
Oh, make sure I don't buy that one.
I mean, but that's my taste buds, we are not experts. We are just wine enthusiasts, and we just give our honest opinions on what we taste. Someone who loves rosé may find this outstanding. I'm just not that person. So I'm going to be honest and give our honest opinions about this. And now I am interested to taste yours, Siobhan, because it's not a rosé. Especially because Marshall likes red and it's white. So now, my eyebrow is red. Oh goodness. So first and foremost, we would like to thank our guests, our lovely friends of the podcast, for joining us today on this wonderful episode as we just discussed the fun topic of the Hoochie Daddy shorts, because we just needed some clarification. We'd like to thank you all for coming on and giving us some clarification. Remember, guys, these are just 3 people. Everybody has a different opinion, and you're truly entitled to it. We want to thank our guests for joining us today. Be sure you guys join us every last Saturday of the month for our live wine tasting. This month we will be featuring the brand of Royal Rabbits Vineyards, located in Baltimore, Maryland. That will be at 3:00 on the last Saturday of the month. And if you can't catch that, join us every Wednesday for a brand new episode with more laughs, more fun, and of course more wine. And as always,
there's nothing wrong with a little wine.
Or lots. Toodles!
Thank you for whining with us on this episode of A Little Something to Whine About. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to join us live the last Saturday of every month on YouTube or Instagram. And we'll see you next Wednesday for more fun, more laughs, and of course, more wine.